It's been a while, hadn't it? Yo, yeah, I've been making moves. I just have a funny feeling that something good is finally going to come my way. I've been praying a lot. God has been blessing me tremendously. And I have decided that I am no longer going to prep food in abundance. I'm going to keep about a month's worth of food with me at all times. Because if y'all can recall, if you go back through my older videos from 2024 and before that, this channel was all about bug out and prepping for worst case scenarios and things like that. Well, I've hit my worst case scenario. You know, I've been disabled since, oh gosh, 21, 22, somewhere in there. I hurt my back out in the woods. And then I had a little cheesy job that I was working to sustain myself. And it just got even worse at that job. And it put me down for almost 4 years now. I've been living with family and friends. I haven't really been able to do any like bug out stuff other than just kind of traveling from place to place. Now, granted that God has blessed me with the ability to get some strength back in my lumbar area. My S1 was damaged. I come to find out through neurologists and everything when I got hit by a drunk driver when I was younger. Now, also too, what assisted that demise is that was that I had herniated disc L4 through L7, and I did not know that. You know, lifting and carrying abundant weight, setting up camp and doing all those things, it takes a lot of energy, right? And so I've decided that I'm not going to prep food like that anymore. Also, over the last several days, I've been going and donating massive amount of preps. I've probably donated about 200 pounds worth of food to the community center where the elderly go for lunches. And I also had to throw some stuff away because, you know, it was too old. I had stuff in there from like, 2017, 2018 that I have been carrying around. And I'm just done with it. I'm done with all that extra hoo-ha. What's going to happen is going to happen. I know that I'll always have at least 1 month's worth of food until I can come up with another plan. Now, within all this, I've applied for Social Security disability, been denied several times. I'm on my last appeal. I'm not sure whether I'm going to get it or not, but I am praying that I will, because even to this day, I still have to rest several hours throughout the day because of the strain on my lower back. And I just figure that God is going to provide for me. He always has. And I wanted to thank y'all who are new to the channel and, who read the descriptions and everything and watch the shorts and make the comments. I appreciate everybody who has been here for a while, following me and supporting me in ways other than just not monetary ways, but in ways of like shelter, places to stay, because they know my story. And also too, along the way, there's been some trials and tribulations, but that's what life is about. You live and you learn, and you keep on going. People such as myself, we don't rely on a lot. I'm a minimalist. And anybody who truly knows me knows that I am a minimalist. But you got the idea, right? Just requires certain things, certain comforts. But I feel that God is about to move me in ways that I could never imagine. I know that I'm blessed and highly favored. And I just wanted to share with y'all an update of what's going on in my life and with the channel. Now, I've like I said before, I've strayed away from the bugging out, the primitive camping, and things like that. It's not that at this point could probably do it, and I have faith in myself that I could do it if I needed to, right? And I think that everyone needs to take into account what they're able to actually do right now, and be grateful for it, because at any time that can be taken away from you. Because when I hurt my back, I just thought everything was over. My channel was just starting to take off. I was, having adventures, bugging out, living out in the woods and at state parks and national forests and things like that. Truck stops, just living life, being free, doing what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. And this back injury really changed things for me. But for those of you who don't know me, just know that I am a woman of my word. I don't play no fucking games. I straight shoot every time. There's no need to lie when you're speaking the truth, and there's nothing to worry about if you speak the truth. Now, whose truth? I don't know, but to me, how I measure it is, if is it true, is it kind, and is it necessary? And I base my truths on my moral convictions. So just sharing with y'all all these things that's been going on. I've been through several states. Y'all know that, who's been with me for a while. And I was in Florida for a while. And, it was a beautiful state. Absolutely beautiful state. A lot of good, a lot of bad, a lot of indifference. But every season has its time. And every misery has a silver lining. And every triumph and accomplishment has its challenges. But in the end, it's worth it. Because I can't say that me going to Florida was all a bad thing, because it wasn't. I'm not that kind of person. Now, I'll throw shade if somebody wants to throw shade, but it's not like that. It's more so of, it is what it is, and it was what it was, and I learned a lot from it, and I'm sure that me coming up here to Alabama and being in Alabama is an absolute blessing as well. And I've learned a lot here too. So I just wanted to share with y'all how things are going for me, and that my life is blessed and highly favored. And I know that God has an abundance of blessings coming my way, and I feel it coming soon. So y'all stay tuned. Let's see what happens. And I hope you enjoy the shorts. Okay, so we've switched gears just a little bit, right? I am a go-getter. I'm not usually the one that sits around and waits for something to happen. I'm the type of gal that makes something happen. And I've got some blessings, like I was talking about earlier, coming my way. My goal is to get Jolene road ready and stuff, so we can go on more adventures, and everything. I think that the whole thing with the prepping and all the food and stuff, if you have never transported your preps like I have, you're in for a big surprise, because they get heavy. And I mean, I've carried stuff from state to state, and I've left stuff and donated stuff and gathered more stuff and things like that. But normally I'd have at least 6 months worth of food preps on me at all times. That's coming to a stop. I have decided that I'm going to continue on with my minimalist living and being as far off grid as I can. Like I said, I was in Florida when I found out I got denied on my Social Security disability. And a lot of things changed for me after that. But I appealed it, and so I'm waiting on that appeal, and I'm hoping and I'm praying, y'all pray for me, that it comes through, because it'll make a world of difference. in my life as far as steady income is concerned, and you know, and all the stuff that comes with it. But let this be known. If I could do it any other way, I would. And I'm trying other ways. Don't get me wrong. You know, there's some things that I'm going to disclose and a lot of things that I'm not, because it's just nobody's business unless I tell them myself. You know, this whole YouTube thing and all this, like I said, I don't know how long it's going to go for me. I do know that if with this appeal that I'm on, if I'm denied, I'm going completely off grid. I've already decided I will not be using a cell phone. I probably won't be making any videos, and I'm just going to live my life in peace and harmony. And like I've said 1,000 times before, think of me as the gingerbread man. Catch me if you can. But, you know, just certain things in life causes you to stop and think. And I will be having a birthday soon, and I feel excellent. Absolutely excellent. Short of the back injury and the problems that it gives me. You know, to the best of my ability, I try and take care of myself. I do take care of myself. You know, I've gotten to where I can walk better, which is a big thing. I've found out recently that I can still gather wood and pick up wood. Now, I have to take a break. It's not like being out in the bush, and it's something that you have to do 24/7. I don't think I'd be able to do it 24/7. But I'm, you know, I'm enthusiastic about my future, because it's very bright and sunshiny day. Right. So I hope that y'all enjoyed this. I'm going to include some a short story at the end of this. It'll be a read along with some music. So if you have hung out this long and actually watched the video instead of just, you know, put down a comment, which we all know we do that, you might understand things a little bit better. And also, too, feel free to reach out to my email address, okay? It's listed on my description page, okay? Along with my PayPal. That's not dry begging. That's straight out saying, look, you want to do something? Here it is, okay? But, like I said, life is beautiful and bright and merry. And I am blessed and highly favored, darling. Keep on prepping, but within reason. Don't go crazy. Ciao.